Marathon Cup just set for the opening center drop of the puck, and we're underway with Steve Miller. I'm George Hirsch, and this is the semifinal of the Marathon Cup 4-team tournament. Both of these teams losers in the semifinals on Thursday evening. Mosinee 4-1 to Everest, and East Merrill Blue Jacks 7-1. No, that was West, not Everest. Yeah, right. West beat Mosinee 4-1. Everest beat East Merrill 7-1. Got that straight, and we're underway, and we'll pick up the individual players in action as we move along here. Crowd starting to come in. This is the first of two. Consolation and championship to follow. That'll be Everest and Wausau West. Probably the same teams that have been for a number of years now. West has won this thing for a lot of years. Since it started, Steve, back in what, 77?
In 1977 was the first Marathon Cup, started by our good friend Mike Lalaberty, who at the time was the coach of the Wausau's Lumberjack hockey team, and got this thing started. And so now, all these years later, in 2018, I believe that West has won it either 29 or 30 times out of all those years. And we'll get an exact count for you, but it's always been a great tournament, and this year is no different. So in this consolation game, Merrill and East, the United team, against a long-time program, the Mosinee Indians.
Well, Mosinee in the blue, and there's a grab outside the crease.
Tucker Steppen gets the goaltending duties tonight. We watched a young goaltender the other night, Stanford Swid. Save percentage around 86%. And so we've got Tucker Steppen in the goal tonight with his first save.
And he is a sophomore for the Indians. On the other end, Eli Mole, number 33, tender. And so far the action is, as you would expect, back and forth, kind of feeling each other out. Right now, Mosinee on the attack, in the attacking zone on the board. Action behind the net. We are at ice level on one end of the ice sheet, which is Olympic size. So that's a couple 100 feet we're looking at, Steve, down the way. Mosinee, defenseman. Number 24, Maxwell Peterson. Game on Thursday night, he was a very busy guy.
He did a great job the other night. He is a presence. Physically, he's a very good-sized defenseman, but he's also quick. He handles the puck well, and he did a great job in the first round.
So far, we've had Mosinee spending more time in their zone, trying to clear it out. Here's another rebound off a missed shot from the side.
Good pressure so far, George, by the Blue Jacks, something that we didn't see as much of on Thursday night. They're aggressive on the forecheck, and they put the puck on the net. So I think this game, although what we heard prior to, thinking maybe it'd be a little lopsided, I think it's going to be pretty even.
Well, we always like even games. They're more fun to deal with.
Exactly.
Talk about. Around the horn, near side, Mosinee. Now to the middle. And they get it across the blue line. Now we're back in the neutral zone again. And coming out of there, cross-rink pass. Defender from Mosinee back to retrieve. Grant Lindell. And the first whistle. So we played what, 3.5?
So good job of the East Merrill team in only their fourth game.
Yeah.
So for 4 games, they're getting some of the bugs out that maybe was a little bit of nerves the other night. They do look quicker tonight. They do move the puck better tonight. And Mosinee is in about the same position. However, it is Mosinee's 6th game of the season already.
There was a shot on goal, and goalie with a stick save flipped us off to the side. There's another shot. This one comes off the knee. Rebound out. Oh, all the way through. And now Mosinee on a 2-on-2. And let's see if they skate behind. They try to wrap it around and turn around. And the puck is up in the air. Everybody looking for it. Now it's out by itself at center ice.
Well, they tried to knife that out of the air to put it in the net, and there was no call on a stick over the over the shoulders. So
high stick. Yep.
Play continues.
Well, Mosinee is now trying to set something up here. Number 18 is Brody Murray. These Mosinee numbers are a little difficult to see, Steve, from this distance.
There's no contrast. Even though you get a little white stripe around, you get the black numeral on that purple jersey. It is tough to see.
Well, Eli Moe, hand on the puck in the crease.
Great job by Mosinee on that last rush. Defenseman to defenseman on the passing, and then to the wing, and then into the zone that quickly. And with this wide ice surface, the 100-foot wide ice surface versus the 85-foot rink in the NHL and elsewhere, there's a lot of room to roam out there, and Mosinee took good advantage of that. There's a shot and a save.
Yeah, skating with the puck, and basically, whoa, on net. Save there by the goalie. Tucker Steppen, a sophomore. East, Merrill, getting it around to the board. Mosinee, right in front of us is Keen Zarneski. Where's number 6? Now, set up. Oh, missed shot to the right of the net. That was a good opportunity for East.
That was their best combination of the night right there.
Yeah, it was right there.
Well done. Well done.
I see on Mosinee.
Tactically, that was excellent, George, as far as getting the puck from behind the net out to the wing and then into the slot. Great opportunity.
He just misfired on the shot. On the face-off, controlled by Mosinee. Across the blue line, right in front of the adult fans, student fans, all the fans on that side of the ice, in the bleachers. The scorer's table, benches, near side. Oh, that time Moe had it come away, and Mosinee almost had a rebound opportunity, but the defenseman got there first.
We don't have a height and a weight for Eli Moe, but from our vantage point, my guess is he's over 6 feet tall, and he's a presence in the net. He takes up a lot of space. You can see that from here.
And
that was a terrific save.
On the other hand, Tucker, listed at 5'4", 135 pounds.
Would that be called diminutive, if we're using big words?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me tell you. When I was a freshman in high school, our goaltender was also a freshman. And he was 4'10", 90 pounds.
Okay.
He was not 5 feet tall.
Wow.
But he played big, and we played in the state tournament that year.
There's an opportunity for East Merrill again, number 22, and he just flagged on it. That's Coppola, Jonathan Coppola, senior.
So Tucker, at 5'4", 135, plays much bigger than that, and he's awfully quick as well.
Well, he's coming from an athletic family. You know, his older brother, all conference football, and
it's genetic.
Yeah, exactly. And support. Skating with it for Mosinee, getting it to the blue line, Ben Lardino. Lardino now loses it. East Merrill has it on the boards. Coming out, Tyler Solinsky. These are familiar names from the other night now. This line here, Steve, for Mosinee.
They skate well.
Yeah,
they move the puck well, but East Merrill still applying the pressure here.
Well, Paul Lucky just had it. Another whistle.
We're coming down to 9 minutes. A lot of back and forth, and so far we've had a good game.
Thursday night, not a lot of penalties in either one of those semifinals. Shot to the left this time off of face-off. Gets it back, tries another one, and a glove save.
Excellent pressure by the Blue Jacks. Little bit of extracurricular.
Yeah.
And now
we talked about Maxwell Peterson.
Yeah, Max is on his way.
Yeah, he pushed, last second push there. And
so he's got 2 minutes for roughing,
yeah,
which will now put the Blue Jacks on the power play. Their power play has not been very effective so far this year, and again, they're in their 4th game. They're 16% on the power play.
1 out of 6, in other words. Which is not a lot of power plays for 5 games.
And it depends how many they have. We don't get that stat. We only get the percentage. But regardless, here they are on the power play breakout.
You're right. Could be 2 out of 12. 1 out of 6. Could be whatever. But the clean games we had the other night, only a couple for each team.
Well, if the coaching staff is preaching no penalty hockey,
yeah,
that's a plus right there, and maybe that explains it.
Yeah, yeah.
Great hip check.
Yeah, that was nice into the boards, clean. Skating with a puck from East Merrill, Blake Raditz, the sophomore. Over there with him is James Paulicki. Paulicki sends it near side around the boards. And trying to get it down right in front of the net was Paulicki and Christian Matson, but
as far as Mosinee, George, on the penalty kill, they come in at about 86%, and they have been pretty efficient that way. And so you can see by the way they hustle when the puck is in their zone. That's part of the reason why.
Well, he's really haven't, they've got them 35 seconds left in the penalty. They really haven't set up anything. They've had an opportunity for some slot shots, but they're from out near the blue line.
They have to take it deep into the zone and get it set up. And I think Mosinee has their number here because they're foiling that right off the bat.
Well, now they've got it out at the point. Still control. There's an opportunity. Shot. Deflection by Paulicki. But off net. Now it's Paulicki. Save. Rebound shot.
Good save.
Boy.
So the penalty's expired.
Yep.
Mosinee kills it off and did an excellent job, but there were a couple opportunities by the Blue Jacks.
Well, the Blue Jacks have, they've got the more offensive action here in this first period. We're down to 7 minutes left.
So there was a shot and a goal, but it's not a goal because it was offside.
Right. Yeah, you could hear the whistle before the shot was taken, actually, and the players knew it. So, 6:55 left, first period, 17-minute periods. Scoreless. Face off. Mosinee offensive zone. Down on the other end as we take a look at things. Describe the action for you. Puck goes up into the bench area, over the glass. Steve, we've been playing here for about 10 minutes. You look up and there's quite a few more fans coming in.
They're slowly trickling in, which is great. This is an amazing tournament that's gone on since 1977. And what a better way to have some entertainment on a cold Saturday afternoon than to come to the ice arena and watch high school hockey.
On the face-off. East Merrill has it. Now they lose it. It's across the blue line. Back for Mosinee is Peterson. Now it's taken away from him, and a shot and a save. How many times can East Merrill have shots on goals, Steve?
Well, I'll tell you, the defensive coverage is breaking down a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's like a goalie against a shooter.
Yeah, well, and that will wear off.
I mean, they've had chances.
They've had some great chances. So now is it the great save? Is it shot selection? One will drop if Mosinee doesn't get some of their defensive coverage straightened out. They seem to be a little confused.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that I've noticed here in the early going, when East Merrill, when the United Blue Jacks get a shot, they kind of hurry it a little bit. You know, it's like, ooh, I got to do this.
Well,
I'm here.
Sometimes there's no time like the present.
Yeah.
But regardless, Mosinee needs to regroup a little bit on their defensive coverage.
Battling for the puck now. Number 18 is Christian Matson for the Blue Jacks. There's another shot. Now the defenseman Peterson helped out on that one. He went down on his knees and helped Tucker Steppen.
The lost art of shot blocking. We used to teach that years ago, and there's not a whole lot of that goes on anymore, but that's the defenseman's job, to help the goaltender, also to get the puck to the wing and then take off for the other end. So let's see how Mosinee reacts coming off the faceoff in terms of the breakout.
Well, most of the faceoffs gone to East Merrill.
And they just won another one.
Yeah, and it goes around right in front of us, right behind the net. Battle for the puck. Reed Hogan. Hogan is a sophomore for East Merrill. They dump it back in. Mosinee back now. Cross rink pass to Joshua Maniak, senior defenseman. Puck behind the net, far end. Behind Eli Mole. Still back there. Well, sooner or later it's going to come on, and it does. Out to the point. Shot. Saved by Mole. Puck moved away. Another shot. Now Mosinee's putting on some pressure. Couple of opportunities. Now they're going to have another one. But the pass goes awry a little bit. Defenseman got a stick on it for East Merrill. Still back in the corner.
Points are wide open for Mosinee. They've got to use that, draw those wings out if they're covering that way, if the center's covering, and then slide it back down underneath.
There's a shot. Mole with a glove grab.
Good glove save. Again, he's a presence. He's big. But shooting high like that will be to his disadvantage. Got to keep the puck low. 3:47 left in the first period, 0-0 in the consolation game 2018 Marathon Cup tournament.
On the face-off. Comes to in front of the players' bench. East Merrill on the skate. Going down, Ian Raditz. Also Jared Heller, who's number 77. East Merrill still controls. Now they're back out at point. This one goes just wide right. They're getting the shots. This is Heller. Neutral zone. Pass just a little beyond, so they go to the board. A little check there. Making sure our camera is okay.
Yeah, exactly. We've got a penalty called for, I think it's either interference or cross-checking.
And
let's see if I can take a look at that.
Okay.
All right, cross-check.
So another power play.
East Merrill is on the power play.
The second time now.
Second time.
Off the face-off. Attempted slap shot. Up off the glass and netting above the glass. All right, number 54. No, number 3. Grant Lindell's in there right now in the penalty box for Merrill. No, I'm sorry, for Mosinee. East Merrill United Blue Jacks. Little reverse, little pivot, trying to set something up. This is a power play. The official got away a little bit.
Move, yeah, that's.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Now they got something set up. All right, deep pass, back and forth. Set up, slap shot, save.
Great save.
Yeah.
Good job good job by the Blue Jacks this time. They got it into the zone. It was in the zone. They got it set up. They moved the puck around. So there's good potential coming off this power play. Great save by Steppen.
Off the face-off again. East Merrill in the power play, and they've kept it down on their offensive end. Now it's cleared out. Of course, with the power play, there's no icing involved, so basically it helps Mosinee run some time off that clock. We've got a minute left in the penalty. Second power play in the game. Both have been for East Merrill. Puck in the neutral zone. Now, puck up in the netting.
You mentioned the camera.
Yeah.
Behind the net. So this is innovative, folks. The Wausau Area Access Media folks have set up a GoPro, and it's attached to the end boards, focusing on the net. It's a wireless signal to their board that can go to the switching, and you can see it on your TV screen. So excellent job by David Dickinson and his crew to get that bit of innovation set up for your pleasure.
Well, action down on the other end. One of them Mosinee players in the net, but the puck wasn't wrong. And now Mosinee clears it out again. We're down to 10 seconds left in the penalty. Looks like it'll be full strength here coming up. There's a couple of line changes for Mosinee first. And now they go to full strength.
And we're down under a minute in the first period.
Yep. You know, just watching this first period, Steve, East Merrill looks like a different team.
You know what? I've thought that the whole time. I didn't want to say anything. I don't want to jinx them.
I know,
but I think conversely, Mosinee looks a little different tonight too. They seem a little bit tentative.
Yeah.
And I don't know if their expectation was like some of the folks we heard from. But I have a different feeling now watching this first period than I did watching the warm-up. So credit to both teams. I mean, it's 0-0, and one would say it's pretty evenly played, and the shots on goal are now posted for us on the scoreboard. So you can see that they're also close, 13 and 12.
Yeah. 27 seconds left. Face off. Our end. Mosinee just trying to clear it out now. East Merrill, an interception, and he missed the shot. He had an open look.
He picked the pocket. We got a goal.
We got a rebound with 5 seconds left. Wow.
Reed Hojan gets the goal. We're going to find out about an assist for you, and because we don't hear the PA system where we're located, we'll get an official scoring for you. But with 5.9 seconds left in the first period, East Merrill is on the board on an excellent goal by number 25, Reed Hojan. And so we're going to count it down to 0, and that'll be the end of the first period. East Merrill 1, Mosinee 0.
Wow. A good first 17 minutes from the Greenheck Fieldhouse at the Ice Arena in the consolation final of the Marathon Cup. After 1, East Merrill United Blue Jacks 1, Mosinee nothing. The stats to follow. We are back for period number 2 in this consolation. Wausau East Merrill United Blue Jacks leading Mosinee 1-0. And Steve, they scored that goal late.
That was a killer. I mean, good for East Merrill. 5.9 seconds left on the clock. We want to recap the scoring and the saves for you. So first of all, saves for Steppen of Mosinee, 14 in the first period, and for Mo of East Merrill, 14 as well. So the goal was scored at 5.9 seconds left in the period, and that was scored by number 25, Reed Hojan, with the assist to number 15, Joseph Boutain. So that goal put the Blue Jacks up 1-0.
Somebody's going on the penalty box for a high stick.
We've got a penalty being called. It was on the delay. Justin Peters, the referee, has made the call. High sticking.
Well, they're all set and lined up. Now let's take a look at it. Right now,
all right, so the penalty is assessed to Christian Matson. That'll be 2 minutes for high sticking. Puts Mosinee on the power play. Mosinee comes into the game having had a number of power plays over the course of their first few games, and they are at about 86% they are about 0% on the power play.
Yeah,
they're about 86% on the penalty kill.
Yeah.
But for any power plays, they've not scored.
well, right now they're taking the aggressive approach, setting it up off the net. Good job by the defenseman for the Blue Jacks that time, number 15.
Good job by Mosinee of keeping the puck in the zone, moving it around, and then sending it to the net. The puck was off the net, so that brings it outside of the zone because of whose stick it went off of.
Right. Okay. First power play in the game for Mosinee. East had a couple. Didn't score on either, but they scored a 5-on-5 full strength goal with 5.9 seconds left. Mosinee setting it up. Skating all the way around behind. Maxwell Bestie, their senior forward. Now they set up. Nice pass. Backhand shot.
Excellent puck movement.
Yeah, it was great. Well, they wave off anything, so they'll just play more hockey. That time the Merrill goalie had number 12 for Mosinee, Trey Fitzgerald, in his hip pocket.
All right.
He was right there.
We've just evened things up, so there's now a penalty on Mosinee. 2 minutes for roughing, and that is on Grant Lindell. That was a result of that little bit of a skirmish that we saw in front of the net. So now it's 4-on-4.
Actually,
there's about 48 seconds left in the first penalty, and so now Mosinee is off for 3 minutes, for 2 minutes, number 3, and he got called for roughing. So the referees are tolerating 0 in front of the net with the extracurriculars.
Well, and not only that, I think one of the players from Mosinee was off balance, and it kind of was a domino effect in there.
It was, and the goaltender had his hand on the puck. So as minute that puck is frozen or the referee loses sight, there has to be a whistle, which there was.
Mm-hmm.
And now we've got a shot from the slot. Big save by Steppen. That was a bullet taken just in front of the net.
Yep. Now they're going to change lines. Mosinee's going to put in a new set of defensemen.
Well, we've got Eli Moe down on our end now, George.
Yeah.
And just looking at his physical presence in the net, he's a good-sized kid. He covers a lot of territory, like I mentioned during the first period, but pretty agile for a big guy. He's done a good job.
Well, right now the game is on the other end as Mosinee's just trying to clear it out. And for the next minute and 10 seconds, it'll be a power play for East Merrill. There's a save off the knee of Moe.
A great opportunity for Mosinee.
Yeah, short-handed there, actually. You know, they are short-handed right now, and they still have it on the attack.
Max Peterson saved the day there by keeping the puck in the zone.
Yep. Now, East Merrill breaks out. Gets it back behind the goalie, and Steppen pushes it to the corner. Now East Merrill setting up a power play. Shot all the way down the ice. He had to handle it. That takes up time. Now 20 seconds left in the power play for the Blue Jacks.
They won't take the zone.
No.
Mosinee's look good on the penalty kill.
They're going to try and get something. It goes right down the middle and then loses control. And this should be an icing, I believe.
No icing because they're short.
Okay, well there is. Yeah, there were 2 seconds left.
Yep.
2 seconds were left.
Yeah, just made it.
Yeah.
Good job by Mosinee at killing that off.
Yeah. Now we're back at full strength. Down to 12:45 left, second period. East Merrill up 1-0. With Steve Miller, I'm George Hirsch. Hope you're enjoying our rebroadcast of prep hockey on Wausau Area Access Media.
Still a mouthful.
Yeah,
but we have to give credit to this crew that we have under the direction of David Dickinson, a 3-camera setup, plus the GoPro behind the net, plus the camera that focuses on the scoreboard. Folks, this is unbelievable. The equipment, the technology, and what is just fantastic is the support from the city of Wausau, the city council, and the mayor's office to keep this going for our community. It's just fantastic. I've not seen anything like it, nor do I know of anything like it. This is our daughter's line of work.
Okay.
And she's not aware of high school hockey that's produced and sent out on the airwaves like this. So that's a big deal.
Like you said, it's in the airways. You can access it.
It's just unbelievable.
Anywhere. Face off. East Merrill attack. Zone, other end.
Linesman caught an edge. Went down like a ton of bricks down there. I hope he's okay.
A lot of transition in this second period here.
Well, and a lot of transition that really doesn't develop into anything. That's you know, there will be transition, but it's kind of like neutral ice play. The neutral ice area is just dead boring, and our mantra always was get through neutral ice as fast as you can because nothing really happens there. So let's get through there, but the transitions have been a little bit awkward.
Well, it really cuts down on #1 scoring opportunities.
Well, when you're always in transition, you can't mount any kind of a push for your offensive end.
I also think it uses up energy.
Yeah, and it runs time off the clock too.
Well, it does that too, but
you're right.
You're not skating normal. Forward. Slide,
start, stop, back and forth. Once again,
it's a different game.
Well, we have a lot of neutral ice play again. Now the puck is in the zone. East Merrill hot on it. Good pressure by Mosinee.
Nice job getting it out of there for Mosinee. Number 12 is Trey Fitzgerald. This is the kind of hockey, though, Steve, it's a little bit difficult to describe and get players' names in, and because they don't have it very long. I mean, it's...
And with quick line changes.
Yeah.
But we hope that you're enjoying it regardless of how we call this thing.
Because the action is there.
This has been a good game to watch. It really has.
Yeah. And it's 1-0. East Merrill on top. 10 minutes left, second period. Oh, nice job of getting it out of there by East Merrill's number 17, Ian Raditz. He's a senior defenseman, and he was in the perfect spot there. As number 3 for Mosinee, Grant Lindell, had his eyes on a pass to a teammate in front.
So Mosinee playing a little dump and chase, and it's been effective. They have held the zone, but their defenseman just barely keeps it in. As the Blue Jacks try to keep it in, now they fire it all the way down, and it's icing.
Yep.
Maybe a choice that I wouldn't have made, but in a moment of desperation, fired it out of the zone. But if you're going to do that, you want it to die before it becomes an icing. You got to be a little bit more strategic, or maybe take it off the glass and send it out of the zone. But there would have been a way to reverse that, come behind the net and go out the other way. But result, icing. And
face-off shot for Mosinee. We haven't had a shot on goal here in a few minutes. It's just back and forth. Right now, 18 saves for Steppen, 14 for Mo, which is close, even. East Merrill on the attack down the other end. And now they send it down, and that's going to be a whistle.
Icing going the other way.
Yeah, we'll go down the other end for a face-off.
Well, the officials have done a nice job tonight keeping this game under control. The call in front of the net for roughing came at a time when maybe things could have gotten just a little bit chippy, as we used to say.
Yeah.
But the referees have definitely established that they're in charge and that they're going to call the game accordingly. And so that's the way to play it. Just skip the penalties and play hockey.
Well, East Merrill on the attack down in the other end. They're able to... Here comes transition Mosinee. Lone skater trying to backhand, can't. Now on the reverse pivot, gets it out. Shot off the pad of the goalie Mo. That was a nice shot.
Great save. Nice pad save.
Yep.
Rebound was ugly, but it got to the sideboard, so it was out of trouble.
Now the puck right down in front of us. Cleared along the board. Comes back to Fitzgerald. Now clearing it out for East Merrill, Brandon Root. And now we go to the other end, along the board. Almost an interception and a shot that time. Just deflected off his stick, just didn't have total control. Certainly had an opening.
The defenseman wanted to go rink wide that, and just almost made the connection. Didn't get the connection.
Yeah.
Here comes Mosinee on the break.
You know, that time coming down, and he did take the shot, and there was a save, but it was an open look. It almost looked like the shooter was looking for a partner.
Well,
as he was coming in, and there wasn't any.
He had two, but they were covered.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah,
covered,
and he I think looked for the 5-hole on that one and almost got it. You could see a little bit of an opening there. That was Matt Bestie bringing it down. Took a great shot, but another good save by Mo. All right, so we got a power play here. Mosinee is on the power play.
Okay, in the box, penalty box, Christian Matson, their senior. East Merrill has a good group of seniors this year. Tell you what, they don't have many juniors though. But they have quite a few seniors.
Well, let's hope that the two schools can keep the program solvent,
the main thing,
because that's I'm happy to see that there was potential for two schools to lose their hockey teams. And last year was the first year of a co-op. It was a little bit sketchy last year, but this year they seem to be, they have the numbers and they seem to be more proficient, and they do have a new coach. So let's hope they can build that program back. And it'd be great to see both schools have their own teams again in the future.
Yeah. But you know what? Once you lose it, it's difficult to get back. I don't care what it is.
All right, now the net has been dislodged. The referee hasn't seen it. It's off about 6 inches on the right post.
Yeah, I see it. Yep. You're right.
Let's hope that doesn't create a problem if Mosinee scores.
Well, they're on the power play, but right now, East Merrill is. All right, the goalie is aware of it.
Well, they're doing a good. Yeah, and he just corrected it.
Yeah.
Mo pulled it back.
Yeah,
good for him.
Well, 30 seconds left in the penalty. 6:15 in the period. Line change for the Blue Jacks. Coming out on the ice Blake Radetz, sophomore wing.
Now that's icing on Mosinee.
Yeah.
That should not happen on the power play, and maybe that's why they're at 0% in scoring.
Yeah.
I think maybe there's some time that needs to be taken, work on the power play breakout, get the puck into the zone, get it set up, because they have the skilled players to do that. There's not a question about that. They have the skilled players to do it.
Well, face off down on the other end now as East trying to kill off this penalty, getting close. And with the puck down on the other end, that takes care of the penalty. We're back at full strength of both teams. Couple of line changes for both teams. Raditz controls, dumps it up in the attacking zone for the Blue Jacks. They've got a 2-on-2, and a nice job by the defenseman for Mosinee. Just flips it back out of there, Selensky. Well, nice pass. Oh, rebound save.
Wow.
Woo.
Wow.
That was quick.
Yeah, that was quick. However, if Brendan Root does that one more time, I think Eli Moe's going to grab him by the face mask and say, "Don't put that puck in front of me," especially if there's a Mosinee guy in the slot. Holy moly! Brandon Root can skate like the wind, and he can handle the puck, and I'm not sure exactly what he was thinking, but he dished it off, but not to one of his guys.
Yeah.
It almost resulted in a goal for Mosinee, and credit Eli Moe. Holy mackerel, he came up with a save, and I don't think he thought that was going to happen, but good for him.
Yeah.
And excellent pressure by Mosinee. Holy cow.
Well, and that was a nice, it was a rebound save, but by that time somebody was awake.
Yeah, well,
to clear it out.
I was awake on that one. Wow, Coach Miller, you got to settle down. I have to remember what my role is here tonight. I'm just supposed to talk a little bit. I'm not supposed to coach and tell everybody what to do.
But sometimes that gets a little difficult.
Well, yeah, a lot of things are difficult for me, George. That's one of them. Keep your mouth closed. Listen more than you talk.
Well, action down on the other end again. The Blue Jacks, there's more of an awareness of where each other happens to be tonight than on Thursday night. You watch them.
Oh, big save by Steppen. Little scrum in front, throw the puck to the net. He makes a save, and the crowd reacted. We could hear that over here.
That was a nice save by Steppen.
Well, you pegged it in between periods that it looks like a different team tonight, the East Merrill team.
Yeah, they're more coordinated and more aware, I think.
Well, and they're aggressive.
Yeah,
I'm real pleased to see what we're seeing here tonight. It's a good, even game.
Yeah, this one will go into the third period. Very competitive, no matter what happens the rest of this one. Here's off a defender's stick. Yeah, number 24 for East Merrill was where he should be, Greg Glavinsky, junior defenseman, protecting his teammate in the net. When it gets quiet in here, it gets quiet.
This is a big room too.
Although they're going to just do icing here and leave it at that.
Well, it's not the end of the world because they needed a change.
Well, you could see how things were slowing down, Steve.
Again, rather than fire it down, shoot it up to the rafters and let it drop in so that you don't get the icing. You still get the change, even though they're farthest from their goal at this point.
Right.
But regardless, we have an icing called with 3:03 left. Face off to the left of Eli Moe.
And on the face-off, controlled by Mosinee out in front. Oh, it goes through the legs of a possible shot and all the way back to the blue zone.
Slade Krause could taste that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just about had a handle on it.
Yeah. Off the board, back neutral zone, dumped in.
Delayed offside, waved off.
Blue Jacks, this is what I'm talking about right there. 1, 2, 3 passes, down they go.
Great breakout. Defenseman to wing to center and out. And that's exactly the way that we draw that up on a whiteboard.
Yeah.
Bang, bang, and you're out. And then fly through neutral ice.
Let's
and
see
then
if they can do it again.
All right, he just chipped that one out. But there was a Mosinee defender there.
Yeah. Well, play continues. East Merrill. Mosinee retrieves. Defenseman goes back, sets up with his skating. Oh, nice job by 15 for East Merrill to come in and help his teammate, Joseph Boutain. There was a one-on-one there with the defender back skating, and he came in and just took over. Minute and a half left, second period. Whoa.
Good glove.
Yeah.
Look what I found.
Yes.
Gets a little tap on the head there by Phil Pesey. Good work. 1:24 left in the second. George is flying right by. It's been a great period of hockey. 1-0 Blue Jacks over the Mosinee Indians.
It's one of those games, Steve, where it's going and going and going, and you know something exciting is going to happen sooner or later.
The next goal is big.
You know.
It really is. And that's an old cliche, but the next goal is big. If East Merrill can put one up, that's going to be a tough climb back for Mosinee. But if Mosinee puts one on, ties things up, third period is going to be a blast.
Mosinee setting it up. Comes off a stick, off a skate, along the boards. Inside a minute left, off the side of the net. Mosinee doing something right now, just trying to put some pressure on, make something happen for them, and now they clear it out. And it's back on the other end. Now here comes Mosinee. 2-on-2. Oh, a rebound, a goal. There you go, Steve.
Called it.
That's, you know.
Just like that.
There was a rebound. Mo had to go off his skate outside the crease right in front, and the Mosinee player was there first. It was that simple.
And Mosinee kind of swarmed the net a little bit. So now we got a tie with just a hair under 30 seconds left in the game. We'll get the official scoring for you the best that we can.
So East Merrill scored a goal with 6 seconds left, 5.9. Mosinee scores a goal with 29 seconds left in the period. So they play 16 minutes plus with nothing, and then something happens.
So Bestie with the goal to make it 1-1 with just 10 seconds left in the period. We're going to get the official scoring and get that back to you at the beginning of the third period. So that third period, George, is going to be a riot.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
It's going to be great.
1-1 tied after 2. Here from the Greenheck Ice Arena with Steve Miller. I'm George Hirsch. Back after this. We are back, all set for period number 3 in a deadlocked prep hockey contest here in the Marathon Cup from the Greenheck Ice Arena. Steve Miller with the scoring and saves for period number 2.
Let's take a look at the saves in the second period.
Vanya Thorson.
elbowing. At least the driver's elbow, so I'm guessing that's the game.
Indians power play goal came at the 4:30 mark, third period, by number 12, Trent Fitzgerald. With an assist by number 9, Max Pilsky. An assist by number 35, Josh Manya. Power play game at the 4:30 mark, third period.
Okay, yeah. But I'm all your minors.
icing coming up in the Blue Jack zone to the right of Mo, and an opportunity again for Mosinee in their offensive zone.
Well, it was 1-0. 6 seconds left in the first period when East Merrill, the United Blue Jacks, scored. They led 1-0 after 1. Mosinee turned the tables in the second period, scoring with 29 seconds left to tie it at 1. East Merrill took a 2-1 lead at 14:54 left, third period, and another 2.5 minutes later, Mosinee tied it up. So that's where we are, tied at 2, midway. Well, even beyond that, 7:40 left.
We've got almost 10 minutes elapsed in the third period, coming up on 7:30.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Good D-to-D pass.
Yeah, right now they're just kind of looking for opportunities. Although I think Mosinee's kind of forcing the action here in this third period.
There's a little flurry in front.
Yeah, but it's cleared out.
Now Blue Jacks on the break.
Yeah. Blue Jacks have some skaters,
Yes,
Steve.
yes, they
I mean,
do.
they've got some speed.
Yeah. Well, and I'm going to go back to Thursday night's game. We didn't see this Thursday night from the Blue Jacks, but we are seeing it tonight. I'm impressed. It's a different team, like you said in the first period.
Yeah, they're much more aggressive. They're, I think, more relaxed, for one thing. And so much is mental. This is mental right here. Over the net. Over the net. Onto the glass.
Good attack.
Yeah.
A lot of back and forth.
Oh, almost. You know, now most of the crowd's on the other end, so we can almost listen to the crowd to see how close that was to a goal.
Oh, it was, that was a nice flurry. A lot of back and forth, up and down the ice.
Here's an icing.
6:08 left in regulation.
Face-off coming up. To the right of Eli Moe in the net for Wausau East Mosinee or Merrill United Blue Jacks. Second year as a co-op. Mosinee, member of the Great Northern, East and Merrill Valley.
That will go down as Mosinee's best breakout of the night.
Yeah.
That was textbook. Excellent.
Yeah.
They had the puck in their offensive zone in 3 passes and almost just scored.
Yeah, they're putting the pressure on now.
And
This third period, for the most part, has been Mosinee.
And we've got a delay. Penalty coming up on the Blue Jacks, the way it appears.
Yep. This, you know, with 5.5 minutes left, and they're piling up some penalties here in this third period. Well, both teams.
All right, so we've got the Blue Jacks taking the box. Number 27, Jack Pascula, is off for 2 minutes for interference, putting Mosinee on the power play.
Jack is a junior defenseman. Mosinee, you know, just setting things up here. They are in the power play, and it just started. Although the 2 minutes sometimes seems to go fairly rapidly. Now they put it on front.
Oh man, he had a net.
Whoa.
He had a net from the slot.
Yeah. Now, East Merrill able to just clear it out. They're playing defensively right now. Uh-oh, a steal and a glove save.
Good glove.
Whew.
That was a bit of a dangerous pass on the breakout.
Yeah.
I'm impressed with how aggressive the Blue Jacks are on the man short.
Yeah,
They are.
well,
The pressure's on as if they were even strength.
yeah, well, Christian Mattson that time, you know, he tried to get one in the net off the shoulder, and he got a little bit too high. You know, it was there. And then now after the face-off, they keep it in. 1 minute left in the penalty. And now Mosinee with a shot. Off the side of the net. Whistle.
Got about 53. We do have 53 seconds left in the power play for Mosinee. Getting a little bit of a personnel change for Mosinee.
Yeah.
And a face-off to the left of Eli Moe. So Mosinee already has their offensive zone taken.
Yeah.
Now it's a matter of winning the draw and getting the power play set up.
Off the face-off now. Puck will go all the way down to us. Flip to the side by the goalie Steppen. Does it again. Mosinee. 35 seconds left in the penalty. They now set it up.
That's the way.
Skating. These are for a teammate. He goes down the left side. Flips it behind the net. Now it's cleared out by East Merrill. Right in front. Shot. Off the pads.
Big, gigantic rebound by Moe.
Yeah, no
He's
kidding.
got to control those. That went 15 feet
Yeah.
at least before it was touched.
Well, now as they retrieve, we're back at full strength. So the East Merrill squad, 4 on the ice, did the job. So now we're at full strength. And here comes East Merrill up the middle. Puck sent back. Pass to the side. Wound around the horn.
Good job of ringing the boards to work that out.
Yeah.
No icing. There was contact.
There's a shot on goal.
Excellent, excellent setup by Mosinee.
Ooh.
Had a man in the slot.
Yeah.
Good job of working from behind the net. If a forward operates behind that goal line, the
Yeah.
goaltender's got a really hard time of knowing what's going on behind him because he's not going to turn around in the net. Good job by Mosinee.
Well, this game is tied at 2. 2:35 left. Third period. And the goalie just puts a paw on the puck and they move on. This time it's a glove above the
Stoppage
net.
of play. Mosinee controlled for about 30 seconds
Yeah,
there and
yeah.
had 2 good opportunities. But for I am not sure how manyth time now, Eli Moe has done a great job tonight, and he's as big as a house. And he looks even bigger when he's on our end of the ice. He's a good-sized goaltender with good skills.
Well, and the goaltender is such a critical part of a team and their success. And, you know, as the year progresses, the rest of the team, as they improve, he's already got that job.
Well, and I'm happy to see both teams splitting goaltenders.
Yeah,
So
they did.
We're seeing 2 different goalies
Right.
tonight than we did Thursday, and that's
Right.
great.
Yeah.
And that's how you develop your goalies.
Right. Yep. Here come the East Blue Jacks. Puck in the corner. Sweep around. Shot. Save. Steppen.
Good job. Good shot. A
Yeah,
low shot.
yeah,
Good
yeah.
response by Steppen. Went to his knees. Good glove save. Tucked it away. Got a whistle. And so now we've got a face-off coming to his right. 1:43 left. Consolation game, Marathon Cup 2018. 2-2.
On the face-off. Sent back. Now here comes Mosinee. Left side, skating with a puck, Tyler Selensky. He handles the puck a lot for them. One of their top forwards. Puck in play. This is Max Peterson. Has it taken away.
Good job, Max. single-handedly pretty much took the puck all the way around the net and
Yeah.
almost out of the zone.
Yeah. Less than a minute left, period number 3. We're tied at 2. I'm not allowed to say that word. I've been told. Now here's East Merrill with a breakaway off the foot of the goalie. I don't know. Now they almost had another opportunity. So East Merrill, all of a sudden, they're awake here, trying to finish this thing off. Mosinee just trying to clear it out of their zone.
Steppen's biggest save of the night right there.
Yeah, wasn't that something?
Unbelievable.
Puck at center ice right now. We've got a whistle. With 16.9 seconds left in regs.
Now, the Marathon Cup tournament has procedures for what could possibly be happening here.
Yeah.
And if it comes to that, I'm not going to say it, but if it comes to what we think it might come to, we'll tell you what's going to happen next.
Yeah, it's not there yet. But it's still 10 seconds away. And remember, East Merrill scored with 6 seconds left.
That's correct.
In the first period, and now Mosinee has control of it. And they go to the far board, and they're not going to do it. Okay, Steve, it's yours.
So it's 2-2 after regulation. The Marathon Cup hockey overtime procedures are as follows. There will be one WIAA regulation period play. That's 8 minutes. That's full strength. It's a sudden victory in overtime.
Okay.
So if it's still tied after that, then the game for the Wisconsin Valley and for the WIAA seeding will remain a tie. So if there's still a tie after that, then there could be a 5-player coaches selected shootout taking place. And then we go down the line between if it continues to be tied, etc. But I don't think it'll come to that. But if it does come to that, as we go down through the line A through H here in overtime procedures, we will keep you posted on what's happening. But for right now, there will be a break in the action, no resurfacing of the ice, and then we will play an 8-minute sudden victory overtime period. And again, if it's not settled after that, we'll tell you what happens next.
Okay. Sounds like soccer.
I think these may have been adopted from that.
Yeah, pretty close.
Although I like the shootout concept.
Yeah.
Like is used in the NHL, but this isn't the NHL. But we're going to, in about a minute, be back underway with an 8-minute overtime.
Well, Steve, when we came in, we wanted a close one. We got it. You know, close game. We wanted it.
And we got it.
Yeah. And, you know, for these skaters and the coaches and the fans, that's a good thing.
It's a great thing. It's exciting. And you've got this venue.
Mm-hmm.
And you have early in the season tournament play. It's all good. There were chances that each team could have scored and won it, but they didn't. And if Steppen had made that big pad save here at the end, we could be done. But he made the save, and so now we head to overtime. So what could be better? We're in this gorgeous facility in the DC Everest School District, the Greenheck Ice Arena on the campus of DC Everest High School. Walk out the side door and you're in your ice rink. You don't even have to warm your car up. You can just go right to practice.
Okay.
So now we're going to change ends. We got Eli Moe coming down on where we're located here along the end boards. And then Steppen is down on the opposite end, obviously, of the ice. And so now we've got 8 minutes of overtime coming up, which essentially is now our 4th period.
And Mosinee controls, but they dump it in. Well, it goes back to the neutral zone. Dump back in again. Backhand. 24 for the Blue Jacks. Greg Glavinsky, junior defenseman. Shot left of the net, down on the other end for East Merrill. Transition, Mosinee. They decide to go board rather than center. Nice positioning for Merrill, East and Merrill there, but Mosinee had the player where he belonged to keep it in. And they do it again. And puck on the ice off the bounce. Along the boards. Shot. Oh, opportunity.
Close range.
Opportunity. Now East Merrill finally gets it out of their zone and dumps it down along the board. Gonna have some line changes here. Actually, 4 of the 5 skaters for the Blue Jacks.
Kind of a wholesale change.
Yeah. Little forecheck coming out of there with it. Phil Pesey, one of their letter winners.
Oh,
a backhand
baby.
shot. Puck is in front. That was an opportunity for East Merrill. Used up 2 of the 8 minutes right now, and both teams have had an opportunity to put this one away. Here's another one, and nice save by Stepan.
Good save by Stepan and a cover up to get a stoppage of play. Good goaltending on both ends, good chances on both ends. The shots have become quite lopsided, actually. There's about 11 shot differential at this point. However, it's overtime. Whatever happened in the first 3 periods really doesn't matter now because it's a tie game. We've got 5:53 left in the overtime.
Puck in the Blue Jays attacking zone. Now it's slipped out of there by one of the Mosinee players, and back to retrieve for the Blue Jacks, Joseph Boutain. Now cross-ring pass to Blake Radetz. Radetz skating with it. Defenseman on him. Leaves the puck for his teammate. Matson, Christian Matson, skates behind the net. Now it's pulled out of there again by Mosinee in their dark blue uniforms off the pad of Mo. Another save. And here's a 2-on-2 change shot. Goalie.
Wow.
Well, you can hear the Mosinee fans applauding what Stepan was able to do there. Oh no. Puck on the back of the net. Now they whistle. Ref coming back and seeing what's going on.
A nice flurry on the other end. Stepan's flopping around a little bit. The puck dribbled out in front, and then it came all the way down here, and Eli Moe had to make a save. So a lot of back and forth here in the overtime period.
And we're at 4:40 left out of that 8-minute first overtime. And they curl it around the ring. Puck finally cleared out of there by East Merrill in the corner. On in front. Anytime that puck gets to that area.
Little crack up on the other end. No one hurt. Save made by Stepan. Going to get a line change for Mosinee for sure.
Well,
looks like East Merrill's going to keep that same crew out there. So Mosinee's got some fresh legs going out, and it looks like their first line.
It's their first line, Steve, yes.
And then Max Peterson is there as a defenseman, one of the defensemen.
Yeah, it is their first line. Well, with 4 minutes left, 4:13 left in this first overtime. Mosinee probably sensing, here's an opportunity for us. And there it is. It's going to happen. Oh, off the leg, knee of Mo. Cleared out by East Merrill all the way down and dumped back in again. Puck sent up the boards. East Merrill right now, they're just trying to get it out.
Having a little trouble clearing it.
Yeah, they're just...
Wings a little high on the breakout. His positioning on the breakout. Yeah, they are struggling to clear the zone. And now they cleared the zone because the Mosinee defenseman took a fall.
Yeah, and then there's a shot from the other end.
Another good save by Steppen. I don't think it'll be a clear shot that scores the goal. It's going to be a scrum in front. It's going to be a rebound. It's going to be something weird that happens. These goalies are too good is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
they're going to make that initial save.
Right.
Is it going to be a rebound goal or some weird thing that happens out front?
Yeah, they've both done a nice job. When you look at the saves in a 2-2 game, you know, they've done well. There's the puck out in front.
Nice save by Steppen off the pad.
Yeah. Puck on the boards. Under 3 minutes left now in this first overtime. There's a nice pass in front. In the slot, but nobody there. So now Mosinee trying to clear it out of their zone. And it's sent down. A lot of one-on-one skating around the boards. Still down there behind the net. Now it comes out.
Good pressure by the Blue Jacks.
Yeah,
in their offensive zone, moving the puck around.
There's an opportunity and another glove save. Well, it's like they battle for the puck. They battle for control of the puck. And then as soon as they have it, they're going to shoot.
And that will make a puck drop in. If you do that
just,
long enough, the puck will drop. Mosinee's just had kind of a hard time on the breakout, and they've had a hard time clearing the zone during the overtime period.
So we've got 2 minutes left here in first overtime. Puck down on the East Merrill Blue Jack attacking zone at the moment. And now here comes Mosinee finally behind their goal. Well, a wraparound. Oh, that close.
Wow.
That close.
What a nice job by Max Bestie.
Yeah.
There was a little room to sneak that through, but Eli Moe, with that big pad of his on the ice, there really wasn't enough room for that puck to slide through. Excellent effort by Max.
Well, now we're going to have a timeout.
East Merrill takes a timeout.
Okay.
All right, let's go through again what could possibly be happening next. So obviously we're in the 8-minute sudden victory overtime period. Now if it's tied after this time, the game for conference standings goes down as a tie. But then we will proceed to a 5-player coaches selected shootout. So that's what's going to be happening if there is no score in this overtime period. So if we end the overtime and it's still tied, each team now has a tie in their standings, but we, for the tournament purposes, go to the shootout.
Okay. It makes sense.
Well, otherwise this could go on all night long.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I'll take you back to February 1974. When Waupun High School played Madison La Follette to go to the state tournament, and we, the Waupun Warriors, set the state record for the most overtimes in playoff hockey at 8. We played 8 overtime periods and won in the 8th overtime period to go to the state tournament in the spring of 1974. Now, I don't know if that record still stands, but just a few years ago, that was a state record for the most overtimes in playoff hockey.
It's going to stand forever, Steve.
Well, in my mind, it will.
Well,
starters.
Yeah.
But no, that's a true story.
Well, I believe it. I believe it. No, I believe it.
And talk about getting up for school the next morning.
Yeah.
That was tough. But eight overtime periods. So
wow.
The point is now, something like that wouldn't happen.
Pass a little behind They had the 2-on-2 going for Mosinee. Now it's cleared out by East Merrill. And we're down to a minute. And East Merrill, oh, the goalie came out.
Throws it, they just threw it at the net.
Yeah.
Steppen made the save, and that's what I talked about before. Some crazy thing happens where you just throw it to the net and it dribbles or bounces and flops past the goaltender. Well, Steppen's got to be on the whole time. When the puck crosses center ice, the goaltender has to be focused on the whole time until it crosses the red line going the other way.
Yeah. Now here's a breakaway defensive goal. There it is. There it is.
That's it. 55 seconds left. Mosinee wins on a goal by Trey Fitzgerald, the leading scorer. A terrific shot, kind of a 2-on-2 situation.
Yep.
Took a shot, burned the back of the net. So in overtime, Mosinee beats East Merrill in what was an excellent, excellent hockey game. Back and forth, up and down the ice, tied 2-2 after regulation. Mosinee Indians win the consolation championship. Overtime goal.
This is what I like about hockey, soccer. You know, the game's over, we're going to shake hands, we're moving on. You know, and that's that kind of tradition. There are sports that don't do that and should. But it was a great game, Steve. For Steve Miller, I'm George Hirsch. Hope you enjoyed our consolation contest of the Marathon Cup with Mosinee winning over the East Merrill United Blue Jacks Co-op by a score of 3-2. Till next time, take care.